So just continue. You're on.
Oh, are we on now? Hang on, I'll wait till people jump back on, cause shit, really. Why did you post it twice?
So it would kind of be like,
Lord, why does this shit always have to happen? Of course, on our premiere,
because
it has to break the internet.
Jesus likes to punish.
Damn you, Google, and damn you, RuPaul! I blame RuPaul for this shit.
Wow, we have 2 viewers already.
Totally blame RuPaul for this shit.
So
okay.
Did you lose your train of thought?
No.
We can go back and watch the episode.
And watch the last couple minutes before fucking Google and YouTube decided to be fucking stupid. Shit. So, okay. So annoying. All right. So,
like you were saying.
Like I was saying. All right. So he asked RuPaul whether she would ever let be
easier on your adjectives so we can keep our viewers, please.
Women, drag kings, whatever, on Drag Race. And in a matter of a few sentences, she manages to completely just discount every other type of entertainer except for cis gay men dressed as women. She said that there was, that there's an irony and there's an art and blah 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 to men dressing as women because of the super masculine society that we have, and that drag kings a male dominated society. So there's a certain irony to it. And once you take that away, once you have women doing it, the irony's gone. And she said that drag kings just don't mix. I'm like, okay.
Well, not just drag kings. That drag queens are pretty much the Pumbaa of the top.
Be all end all. Like, unless you are a cis gay male dressed as a woman, sorry, you're irrelevant. Which is essentially what she said. I'm like, are you serious? Because
Landon.
Okay,
Landon, baby.
Not just Landon. I've seen some kings out there that are.
I know one.
I know several that are way fiercer than the queens. I've seen some divas out there that can paint better and are way more entertaining than queens.
That can dance better than me.
But you're gonna tell me that because we're not a cis gay male dressed as a woman, that we're irrelevant, we don't mix, and essentially we don't matter.
Oh.
Honestly, fuck you, RuPaul.
I think she watched
it.
Should we invite her to watch this?
I'm absolutely...
Maybe we should have RuPaul as a guest.
I'm just like, I would love to rip her to shreds, seriously. Because
now she's not gonna come.
Right.
You just said you're gonna rip her to shreds.
You're gonna tell me that drag kings don't mix? Why? Why don't we mix?
Oh, we turned red again. We were so pretty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And she doesn't even have a good reasoning for this. It's just
it wouldn't bother me if she had been honest and said, I want this to be a drag queen show.
Right.
That probably would have been a better answer if she just
said, I want this to be about drag queens. Fine. Whatever.
And she kind of hinted that maybe another time. But
bullshit.
It was kind of the way she said it, that another time was not possible.
Yeah.
But in a community of such diverse people, you can't... yes, drag queens can walk in a room but I have seen some drag queens walk in a room and nobody pays attention to them. But they are all about them kings. And I have been one of them people.
I'm just, it floors me, and people are, and there are always going to be people that are going to...
Can I throw that in there?
Yeah, yes. No. And there's always going to be people that are going to defend her and say, well, that's just, she's a blah, blah, blah. She's from a different generation. Okay.
I tried to say that.
Get with the fucking times. It's not 1973. All right? It is 2016, and there is way more to drag than just a cis gay man dressed as a woman.
Is it?
Period.
What is it?
And, you know, you're going to tell me that I'm irrelevant because I'm a trans man who performs as a drag king because it's not ironic or something. I don't know what the fuck, like, I don't know.
Excuse me, I'm getting over my sickness, so I may sound a little nasally. But what I was saying to Freddy earlier was, what about those drag kings that, and I hate to keep bringing up Landon, but, excuse me, Landon dressed as Donald Trump. What is not ironic about that? I mean, there are people...
Well, Landon does illusions that are a completely different sort of...
if like she had him on the show...
well, the problem is...
the queens would be...
Well, that's the thing, is that, seriously, people like Landon...
But I was saying to you earlier, why wouldn't you bring in, at least to pilot it, bring in one king? And if it's Landon, so be it. Or if it's not, to show to see if or to see if it works, and B, to give the queens a little competition. I have been in some of those, you know, like variety, like, you know, talent shows where you have to, you know,
you're competing against everybody.
Yeah. And some of those, when they say the winner is, okay, all right, that happened. And I just stood on the stage. Okay,
honestly, so I think she's afraid of being proven wrong. Because she has made, for the longest time now, she's made such a big deal about not incorporating kings. And she's been asked, and she's never been able to give a good answer as to why she doesn't want to have kings.
But that's what I'm saying.
And like,
she should just say that she does not want drag kings on
right,
the show.
Stop bullshitting and stuff.
I will tell you that a lot of kings are probably heard about this, especially since they perform with these RuPaul drag queen girls.
Well, it's not just, I mean, a lot of the RuPaul queens are very accepting, and they're all about the kings.
Absolutely.
But for somebody who is supposed to be considered a role model and an icon, and for her to just dismiss every other entertainer, it's bullshit. And when she hears, when other people hear things like that, it makes it all the more difficult for kings and divas to get out there, because
find acceptance.
There's right. We've been busting our asses for years to get the acceptance and the equality that the queens have, and it doesn't matter how many titles I have. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter how fucking talented I am. I'm still a king, so I'm still subpar. It's bullshit. And when we're still fighting to be recognized as legitimate entertainers, for somebody like RuPaul to say that we don't mix, for someone like RuPaul to say that we're not there, we're not ironic, so we don't count, to just dismiss us, that creates even more problems.
And I can see the problem is that she is the voice of, or one of, the voices of our community, and a lot of people are clinging to every word that she's saying. So
RuPaul says it, so it must be true.
So and this could be for the straight community too, but I cannot speak for the straight community. But they could be feeling that, okay, well, RuPaul made this mainstream, she must know. She must know. There must be no women dressing up like men.
Or women dressing up like drag queens.
But I want to say that being in drag, this right here, I have no, what do I want to say? I don't feel like transitioning. I feel like I'm, so to speak, the label a genderqueer. I'm pretty much the guy that walks around with nails and makeup. That's me.
That falls under the trans umbrella, just for y'all that don't know.
So, but to know that one of my icons that I was such a closeted gay and still kind of am, and she doesn't feel that I fall in, or some of the community doesn't fall under that trans umbrella, or
shouldn't know what the fuck the trans umbrella is,
or that she can't, put everybody in a world together where drag queens may be elitist, but I sometimes, can I be real? It's 9 o'clock.
Go ahead. We can go a little bit over since we had technical difficulties.
Sometimes drag queens are overrated.
Yeah. And this was a rant that I had last season where people keep rewarding bad behavior. Where and just because you're a fucking drag queen, you may not know your words, your costumes are shit, but people are still gonna throw money at you just because you're a fucking drag queen.
You're angry.
I am angry. It pisses me off.
To those queens that actually put in time to, I don't come out being the best, and I will never claim that I'm the best. But this whole experience, the drag experience, sometimes can be overrated, and it needs to be shared. You're there, and I'm not the one to say you're not the best. I'm not the one to say you're the worst. I'm not the one to say go forth and be terrible. And Lord knows I've had some experiences where you probably saw me at a show and thought, girl, this is the end for you. Maybe you saw me last Wednesday and you thought, no, I'm just kidding. Last Wednesday was a delight. But we need to find after seeing that interview, kind of you shift, mind shift. We call that in the marketing world. That's what I do during the day. You call that a mind shift. And to know, a little part of me is a little bit disappointed in somebody that I have read 2 or 3 of her books about, to learn more about this community. You have to mind shift. Like I truly did not know what the definition of some of the things that we're going to talk about this season, like the labels of some of our community members. We need to learn those. Don't just say the kids are coming up with these names.
These are actual identities. You can't discount somebody's identities because you're not familiar with.
Or if something is actually catching on, and faux queens is something that you should be saying about people, and you're not using the right term, or you're saying, oh, that's a real girl dressed up in drag. That's not the proper respect. That is. I mean, I might say that on the mic because I'm, that person. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm joking when I say these things. Or I might say, that look at dragged another one into the man community. But, that's that connection. That's the humor connection. But to totally just be like, I'm the only one. Could you? Oh, and we know for a fact that this show would not be possible if I was just me sitting here. I would have to have 4 or 5 guests a week, and I would be tired.
Man.
So what I want to say is, for those that are outside of our community that have embraced me, should embrace others, because when I actually ran a show, I was all about everybody. And it's all about bringing that community in, because you never know who's going to be your supporter.
And that's exactly it. But speaking of that, I'll just bring this in real quick since we're there. It's been an interesting week as far as celebrities and LGBT.
Go fucking themselves.
So Bette Midler
oh God,
tweeted And I'm not sure what's happening with I Am.
Over here. I gotta let you do this one.
I'm not sure what's happening with I Am Kate. I don't know if it's being canceled. I don't know if Caitlyn Jenner is backing out. I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't really give a fuck because I don't watch it.
Ryan, this is a good screen cap.
But Bette Midler, Bette Midler tweeted something about I Am Kate, and then whether or not this meant that Caitlyn was going to go back to being Bruce, and whether or not he was going to remarry Kris Jenner.
Can I put in the FYI that I didn't know about Kate? You know she been married twice.
I don't care.
You know she had 2 other kids.
I knew that
she had
back
2
in
boys.
the I knew back in the day that yes, I believe I knew that.
I didn't know that. I'm educated now.
Pretty sure. But okay, seriously. Again, this is from someone else who's supposed to be a fucking icon and someone who got their start in the gay community in the fucking bathhouses. And to say, oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah. Huh. So now we have Bette Midler tweeting stupid shit about going back. Okay, you can't just, like, it's not. Yes, there are people who
Victoria.
There are people who
We'll educate you, girl. We'll educate you, girl.
There are people who do detransition, but that's an entirely different thing. The way that Bette meant it was just
like it was a
flip flop. Like we're just gonna flip flop, and now Kate's gonna be Bruce again, and blah 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 blah. Like that's not how this works.
Can we?
And when the HRC called her out on it. HRC called her out on it. She removed the tweet. Bette then apologized to the HRC. Did not apologize to the trans community.
Wait, whoa.
Did not apologize to Caitlyn Jenner. Mind you, I don't like Caitlyn Jenner. I think she's a fucking twat waffle. But that has nothing to do with anything.
Dude, what?
I don't like Caitlyn Jenner. I think she's
I'm
a
gonna
fucking
write down words you start making up. I don't understand.
Caitlyn Jenner is a twat waffle. But
it's National Waffle Day, just so you guys know.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's ironic thing, so no.
See,
drag can be ironic, RuPaul.
But that still doesn't mean that I'm going to go around and disrespect her and an entire community by saying stupid shit. And the fact that Bette Midler can't even legitimately apologize to the trans community. This has been a fucking week of morons.
Twat waffle has entered Gabe King's vocabulary, and I want to thank you for when I see him next on September 24th, and I'll just hear twat waffle.
So yeah, this is
Gabe. I want all my pictures to be titled twat waffle.
This is a PSA out there to all every if you have cis friends who are supposed to be allies. Yes.
You know what we didn't do?
What did we do?
We did not identify what cisgender.
Oh, I apologize.
For those
of you who don't know and who are not familiar with the word, cisgender means that you identify with the gender that was assigned to you at birth.
Correct.
That's all that means. So yes, for those of you that have, cis friends who are supposed to be, who identify as allies to the LGBTQ community, if you catch them saying something fucking stupid,
like, I'm so glad that
smack them and correct them and make sure they don't make that mistake again. Because if we sit back and just let people say things without correcting them, without saying, hey, that was a really fucked up thing to say.
Maybe not in that sense.
I'll fucking say it. I'll be like, that's not okay.
Not in my church.
Like, then they think it's okay and they just keep going. So yeah. Please. It's not our job to necessarily educate everybody, but if we do have someone who professes to be some sort of an ally and they say something stupid, if we hear it, if we see it, it is our job to be like, hey, seriously, think about what you just said.
Somebody sent me the best quote. silence is the biggest problem. You think about that for a minute. That came out after Orlando, after...
oh, it's not my problem. It's not my problem.
So my world got rocked a little bit, and I can't wait until... I'm going to put this on the calendar because I would like to talk about being Black, being gay, and...
I need a cushion. Remind me to bring a cushion.
Oh, I meant to buy you one. I'm sorry.
But
I think I have one. I'll get you one.
My hemorrhoids don't like this chair.
But it's because you're not Black.
Can I sit on one of your wigs?
You're supposed to be trans. That ain't gonna help you.
This is true.
You ain't trying to set fires in the studio.
Yeah, where's your pads? Your pads.
Oh.
Anyway.
You're so sweet. I don't wear them.
You wear some. I'll just sit on your hip pads.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, I don't have...
Where's your boobs? I'll sit on your boobs.
Oh, I took them out. You could sit on those. They could use a little flattening.
God.
But I would like to caution, if you're a straight ally or a trans ally or what have you, whatever label you decide is best for you, that you educate yourself. And I say this in the clearest and the most understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you know me, that means I'm about to say something that I shouldn't say. When you live in a fucking community full of gay people, trans people, lesbians, cute people, queer people, gender benders, you might want to fucking listen. RuPaul and Bette Midler are both businesswomen and men. They should know the understanding of knowing your audience and knowing that since she's been asked so much if drag kings can be on her show, that drag kings are watching. And people that support drag kings are watching. They may not all see this interview that she posted on Advocate, but word spreads very, very heavily in the gay community and the lesbian community and the queer community and the T community. Yeah. So, be careful what you say. And every time you say something to somebody, it may be the last word you say, but that person will remember.
I have an interesting topic that we're going to bring up.
We have an extra 15 minutes.
Well, not right this second, but later. And it's going to go along with your being Black and gay and things, so it's going to go along with that. So we'll just have a...
But I would like to just... Are you about to bring up the WP, which is the white privilege? Because I would like to discuss that as well.
Not just white privilege, but gay privilege, which is a thing, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so, but I'm not going to do it this time because we don't have time.
We'll just do a whole big show.
We'll just do it. We'll do it next time. But yes, there is such a thing as gay privilege, and it's becoming very, very prevalent.
What I want to, yes, that is called the Fefe truth. And if you ever follow me on Facebook, you will know something has bothered me for days because you'll see the first words that are the truth of it is. Right. And I hate that now we don't.
Did we just stop again?
Video.
What
RuPaul's
the actual fuck? What the fuck? Really?
Does that mean I can still hear us though?
I don't know. It doesn't say that. I have no idea.
Okay, so since you can still hear us, let's be really quick. Let's be really diligent.
Okay, if you can still hear us, come to our lounge on Friday, 9 p.m. We have Bitch-tastic to come up. There's a whole bunch of awesome entertainers, so make sure that you can you come see us there. Saturday, September 24th, go to the Nile Theater in Mesa. It's the main drag. We've got some phenomenal entertainers, including 2 that are coming in. But we're back. Okay. Thank God. 2 that are coming in from Albuquerque. We've got Trey Michaels and Violet, who are coming in from Albuquerque.
Oh, I can pick up your words.
Thank you. We also have Mia Adams.
Mia, I know.
Coco Bardot, myself, and Felicia. That's happening September 24th.
Are you going to be there?
Yes, you're hosting with me. That's happening September 24th at the Nile in Mesa. And again, this Friday at our lounge at 9, We've got myself, we've got Felicia, we've got Coco Bardot, we've got Phoenix Knight, we've got Sassy Diaz, we've got Piper Miche,
who was watching earlier.
And we've got
but
Taylor
she might
Renee.
have lost interest already.
I can't remember who. And then one diva that I'm not familiar with, and I forgot her name.
Winters.
I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
Winters.
And then and the show at the Nile on September 24th is actually 18 and over. It's 18 and over. So.
And I'm thinking of doing something really special at the Nile.
I'm doing something completely different. So you'll see.
That's all I'll say. Next week's guest will be. Why did I just pee a little? Sorry. Jesus. Will be Brandon McGill.
For those of you who don't know him, he's a phenomenal artist and photographer in Phoenix. He specializes in body painting. You can find him on Facebook at Art by Brandon McGill, so you can go check out what he's doing. And he's doing a new project called Transcendence, where he's taking a lot of the trans community. Correct. And he's painting them and sort of expressing
including one of our viewers, Ryan.
Including one of your hosts, myself.
I know, but I was trying to make it more about the viewers, not about you.
So he's painting a whole bunch of the trans community in Phoenix, and he's working on this throughout September. So he's kind of featuring us in our stories and things like that.
We get it?
It's all part of everything. It's like transitioning, not transitioning, queer, genderqueer,
I'll have to
non-binary,
next week because I kind of missed my chance. You asked you before.
You did.
So.
But yeah, so so he's gonna come on and he's gonna talk about that project a little bit and some of the other things that he has coming out.
I'm so excited.
I'm super excited. He's a super sweet guy and ridiculously talented. So definitely go check him out on Facebook. So you can see what
excuse me. I know there's some gay men watching. Look them up on Instagram.
Oh, there's that too. Okay, so I think that
thank you to our sponsors, Phoenix Movie Bears. You can find them at phoenixmoviebears.com. You can find Gabe King Photography, who is working on some more pictures, who just said that he's going to send us some more, but he's working on some. So as soon as he sends us some, we'll share some. But you can find him at gabekingphotography.com. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can be. Just hook us up with something. Okay?
If there's anybody out there that has a hookup with like really cute like chonies, I need some cute underwear.
Oh my God, I do.
So if someone wants to sponsor my underwear,
oh my God,
like legitimately, I need cute underwear. No. So if anybody would like to sponsor my underwear,
I think I could sponsor your underwear.
Oh,
that's awkward, isn't it?
A little awkward. And regardless, if anybody would like to sponsor my underwear.
He means money-wise.
Or if you make underwear or something and you would like me to wear your underwear on the show, I will do that.
The same way that I'm thinking, because I know somebody that watches the show that makes underwear.
If somebody would like me to show their underwear on the show, I will wear your underwear on the show, and I will model your underwear.
Hello. I know you're watching.
Just saying. Because I need cute underwear. Like, I'm wearing, like, Fruit of the Loom and Hanes. Help me out here, people, okay? I need
I don't even wear that anymore. Get yourself together.
What? I need cute underwear. The problem is that I had a whole bunch of cute underwear, and then...
Would you wear something like that?
Big. I don't always pack, so sometimes...
That'd be kind of weird.
It'd be a little weird.
It just kind of shift
right,
over.
Just kind of... I prefer things like briefs and or like the trunk style.
Man is awesome.
Trunk style.
Roberto De Silva.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us for our season 5 premiere. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but you know it wouldn't be us if Felicia didn't break the internet at least once.
I blame it on the storm that's happening outside.
I don't think there's a storm outside.
There's wind and wind.
Not anymore. It's over. But you know us. If we can't have a show unless we break something. Be
sure to like this episode, subscribe. Well, like this episode and the one before, because this is too hard for some fucking reason.
But next week, hopefully, we will have mics and everything will be squared away. We'll be good with that.
If not, don't judge. Okay. Just come over and help us. Okay?
Right? Somebody, Somebody needs to help us with this shit because
Karen was so excited that this was starting.
I know.
So is Ryan. Ryan put us in his calendar.
Thank you guys so much. Brandy, thank you so much. Karen, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching again. And be sure to join us next week as we're back for season 2 with episode 2 with Brandon McGill. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, now we have the music now. We didn't have the music before. Now we have the music.
I wasn't ready.
I can't.
I was so excited to start the episode.
I don't even know.
Come on, no, you're a diva too. Bitch, we'll see you next week.